guys, welcome to the Friday edition of E-Magazine. My name is Natasha Agun. I'm your host. Let's break down all the trendy stories this week with none other than Isaac Odhiambo, my very able co-host. Let's get the show started. How are you doing, my
I'm good.
Ninja?
I thought you were going to skip at the start into the show na ujanisalimia.
No,
Where
no.
violence would have been there. No,
I know you're very violent.
No, I'm not. With words.
With words?
Yes. See you, it's allowed.
Yeah. So how are you doing?
I've been good. Friday's cuisine nafanga tu.
Inakujaga tu iki. Kwani unawakigi from home? Ama sasa hivi uko job? Really?
I'm just. Yeah, I work from home sometimes in the office. But Friday nafika haraka sana mazi.
Oh yeah? So how's the weekend pelekani? You know you're the king of all plans.
Yes. I got
master.
you. This weekend we are trapping at the tap. You see what I did there?
I saw.
Yeah. So I'll be your host as usual.
But I think you're too young for me, bro. It was not funny. That was not funny.
with DJ Ras Honey, DJ Uchizi, DJ Hulk na MC Risk Taker. Yes. Courtesy of Good Vibe Tribe. Nimemaliza sasa, guy.
All right, so let's start off with the first story because he has now decided to you take over the show. After the order by President Uhuru Kenyatta to arrest every rogue boda rider in the country after the Forest Road incident that occurred last Friday, Kenya police have taken the matter a little more intensely after the ordered crackdown that left hundreds of boda riders jobless and even some arrested went out of hand. The situation caused the Inspector General of Police, the Deputy Inspector General of Police, to step in with another directive ordering police officers not to use the ongoing operation as a means to hold rogue operations to harass innocent riders. I do not know if you've been seeing those videos that have been going online of boda riders. It's like, what is it called? The Armageddon has just come to Nairobi. And everybody's running away.
Right now you can't even tell your babes, I'll give you the ride of your life, tabe, but wapi license, baby. No, like thing is, okay, no.
Sina kuwaga nimechoka.
Check. Watu wa sisi wiki yedu. So, by the I was watching those videos and hata my boda government are missing. But as a sign nimerudi ma 3. They had started adopting too.
Right.
I was trying to take even an Uber, they're not there.
Right.
It's that bad. But it's shocking that you're finding out that most of these boda guys have no licenses.
Yes. And that was the whole point, you know. Let's talk about regulating these people. It came to a point where, like, these boda riders were becoming so unruly, even for the government. Do you think that the president did actually take a good stance by giving the order that he gave, or was he too harsh?
No. But you see, the thing is, when orders come from the president, they are now serious. Then you get kwa cabinet secretary or transport to anything.
I'm a governor.
The bus. So I think that order needed to come to return that sanity, because I think if you ask both genders, men, women, like mtu omba tu ache nipande boda nifike safe, or you know those unaomba tu ama do you know even right now CBD ukivuka barabara, like it's a one lane but you're checking both sides. Why? Because mtu wa boda anaweza toka tu na justify wewe ndo kuangalia. So I think that sanity ilikuwa irudishwe. They had gone rogue for the longest time, walikuwa na feel Sindo wale wase, and then the way I think the president mentioned something like politicians normally use also boda for their own purposes. So I think that sanity needed to be returned, and I support it. Though private, there's a group of people suffering. Private, those who own bikes privately,
own bikes privately, and apparently it's a $1 billion, billion Kenya shillings rather. Apologies, in Kenya. I think there's some people who it's worth 375 billion Kenya shillings, if I am not wrong. But let's just talk about these people who are actually, the boda riders who are couriers. You understand? They work for a company and they're legit. Despite the fact that this happened, and we condemn that, by the way, we don't stand for, you know, gender-based violence, you understand? And so many boda guys have been victims, not victims, or have been perpetrators of that act, and that needed to be dealt with. Do you think that it was people who are very innocent were caught off guard and are losing, you know, because I've just said that it is a $375 billion business. There are people who own, you know, fleet of boda bodas, and now they are suffering because of we're not mentioning names, but you know, so many people have been, you know, taken out of jobs, their livelihoods. Now, if they're taken out of their livelihoods, you know, even the wives are suffering. What do you think about that?
No, I think if you have all your documents in check,
yeah,
then you have no need to panic.
Right.
But if you don't, then you have a reason to panic. You know, sometimes we've seen, like, let's talk about home Nyanza.
Yes.
You know, those guys who've not finished school. Wanachanga shule wameingia boda wamefundishwa raundi mbili tatu, then they're on the roads.
Right.
You see now such people, hata mtu saa zingine ana ID na ameingia kwa boda. So I think if you had all your documents in check, because the few who we are spotting on the roads, ni watu, their documentations are on check.
Yeah.
The majority when you're now, we know they didn't have a paper or two. You said we won't mention names, but I was taking an Uber yesterday, and the Uber driver was telling me how he was a former boda. And he told me he didn't take insurance for like 3 years.
Yeah. So now if you fall down and you know, and you get injured on that kind of bike.
Yeah, because we see cops checking insurance ya magari on traffic, but who checks insurance for boda guys?
Nobody.
Nobody. Who checks their licenses? Tusimamata kwa red light.
And let's talk about licenses. These people, I think, in that directive, one thing that should have been major is the fact that boda guys need to go to driving school, because, like, you're talking about how they usually always blame, you know, blame you as the you're the victim. They're always blaming you. So ungeangalia, so ungefanya hivi. And then when it gets time to them hitting you, you understand? They usually always hepa. And that's a huge, it's a big deal. I don't know, like, okay, anyway.
Then when you look at also, have you ever seen car accidents, how they are solved?
Yeah.
Versus boda and
car.
Or sometimes I think we've even seen most drivers are putting dashboards on their cars because of how boda people react.
Yes.
We've seen the few footages on social media. Labda ni mtu wa boda hata yeye ameingia vibaya ka slide akaanguka, but sasa ameanguka mbele ya gari yako.
Yeah.
His friends come thinking when do umemgonga and all that, you see.
Not even his friends, I don't know inakuwa kama
ni ama ki WhatsApp group. Ama tu kuna ki Facebook group nani ameanguka, ama they have their own Twitter or something.
Right.
So that sanity really needed. See, Twitter is where things go viral.
They have their own Twitter?
Nimeanguka. KCM Kujeni Junction.
Right.
And then so I think that sanity needed to be returned. We're not against what their hustle. We respect their hustle. But at the end of the day, respect is enough for kila mahali. It's not you guys want to be respected, but you guys don't respect other people at Saju. You have two wings or anything. Yeah.
But do you think that the police are also using this and taking advantage of the fact that now they've been told wametumwa waende washike watu wa boda wanashika tu kila
is it anytime there's a crackdown, we know it's a cash cow for some cops. Tutakuwa mbwa ita yako haijaja vizuri.
Alafu usikie ati boda anaulizwa iko wapi fire extinguisher?
Ati mbona haina logo ya Chelsea hapo na nyinyi wote ni wa Chelsea, kumaanisha yeye ni Man City ndani. You know, we find all those petty reasons for these guys to be arrested. So anytime there's a crackdown tunajua ni cash cow ya wasengine kutengeneza do. But we just pray watu wa boda tunaomba tu sanity mrudishe kwa industry. You know, and then things will be okay.
Tungekuwa Rwanda hizi maboda zingekuwa zimeisha kitambo.
Zimeregulate. Ndio ende benchmarking huko, sijui pesa ile ndapi.
Even a story for another day. Now let's move on to the next story. Kenyans are breathing a major sigh of relief today when the government announced plans to drop almost all protocols introduced by to combat the COVID-19 pandemic. Now, among them, compulsory wearing of face masks in public. This new directive will also see full resumption of all sporting activities on condition that participants are fully vaccinated for persons above 18 years, while school games will resume unconditionally. Bars and hotel operations are also relieved as the government moved to lift prohibition on large indoor gatherings. Indoor meetings are scheduled to be sanctioned at full capacity of the venue as well, after indication that many Kenyans have developed immunity against the virus due to already vaccinated Kenyans. However, the government is said to be working on a strategy to heighten vaccination among Kenyans so as to achieve the targeted 60% of the population to achieve herd immunity. Congratulations to you, sir. You are now no more a
Hey.
mask man. How do you feel about that news?
First of all, once upon a time, 2 years ago, because COVID landed Kenya 2 years ago.
Yeah,
Today's
2020.
Actually, today is a day like this is when they announced the
Hey,
first case.
tulijua tu wachinku tu wanakulaga tu mamat.
Unaanga zile movie za zombie venye mnaonanga.
Tulikuwa tunaona kila mtu anakufa.
Tulikuwa tunaona tu
It
Walking
was
Dead.
so horrid.
Makifua.
Maze.
So can we be glad mask ilikuwa 900 bob. Kuna time K9 mask zikianza as now the COVID started coming in, masks were so expensive.
Yeah.
Kwanza
Okay,
ile
mimi najua
K9
moja ilikuwa 150. Hiyo yako ya K9.
kuna ile
ilikuwa
K9
900
ukivaa
wapi.
ile mutahi akiannounce hiyo K9 ukivaa hiyo ni deep state. Hata Uhuru used to wear it the
Na
first
kumbuka hiyo mask lakini haikuwahi
inachezea huko so tisa huko.
Ai.
Kuna blogger alikuwa anatuzia mask hapa thao. Kuna blogger alikuwa anatuzia mask thao stamita jina lakini alikuwa cash cow na hiyo bill sana. Sasa hii mask itakuwa hata bob. Itakuwa na bike.
Unajua alafu tena ikafika point the demand was more than the supply. So ilibidi wa reduce. Unajua watu wali-import mask kutoka China.
Acha kwa baby mistake ili happen. Mwenye introduce mask za nguo. Kusha. Because hiyo unafua tu na hang. Hata unaweza washa ndio ikauke kwa mdomo
we
ukipoa, you know.
Huyu anaga chills.
But at least sasa mtarudi kwa lip gloss. Madem tu.
By the hiyo story ya kupaka makeup.
Mko mnapaka makeup nusu hadi hapa. Alafu mnatembea. Sasa hii
ni nani
alikuwa anapaka makeup artist wataanza kulipwa full packages.
Ai!
Machego.
Unaona wewe msana nishangaza. On my own show ananishangaza.
Ulikuwa mnavaa mask za white mnatoa hivi guy. Chalala anakuambia nimepata emergency home. Jona Josi sura yako.
Let's move on. Apart from masks. Which is a big relief for all of us. People of the parias of Nairobi are also very, very excited. Mimi najua tu kuna club ingine inaitwa 1824. Itakuwa inajaa mpaka huko Splash. Unajua Splash? Hey, watu wa club wako.
Oh wait, so kifomu like it's like we're going back to normalcy.
Yes, we are going back to normalcy, but you have to have been fully vaccinated. Are you? No.
That
is private information.
Herd immunity. Nimejifunza English.
Hapana. Fully vaccinated. Did you see under the condition
booster,
that you are
hadi booster.
Hadi
booster.
Okay, labda tuseme tu mbili. Tuseme tu ile AstraZeneca 1 and 2. Fully vaccinated.
But hey man, but can we imagine there's some people who lost lives because of not wearing masks at one point?
Yeah.
It's so sad tumefika point. It's the same way we were talking about.
Tumefika point yani mpaka hata hiyo kitu tu ni kama tu homa.
Like ndo nasema remember that time we were talking about the two brothers were killed because of curfew and then curfew ikatolewa. Sasa kuna watu walikuwa nauliwa huko Madare sijui wana mask. Nini? I've witnessed people being arrested in CBD because of your mask. Na
watu wa boda na mask walikuwa na shida hii Nairobi
kwa. Ulikuwa unatembea hivi.
From yesterday, sasa watu wa mask hatuna shida tena.
Let me tell you.
Yani leo tunatembea mpaka Central Police.
You'd walk in town without a mask. Unapigwa tu pingo hapo. Kak. Alafu base mwingine pia mnakuwa hadi mabeshte hapo. Wewe huko umevaa. Mnapiga story. It was an offense not wearing your mask in CBD.
Si ulikuwa unalipa 10,000.
So we are so glad. Meisha. They thought COVID would kill us. Wrong.
Who thought?
The West, watu huko West. So nadhani sisi ndio itatu.
Nataka kusema vitu zingine zinaweza kuland into trouble buda.
Mimi hata sina plans za kwenda US. Me and Sonko. Tubaniwe. Sonko together with you. Watoto wa Sonko saa wezi enda Coachella hivyo tu. Ya baba yao. Anyway, guys, next. Wait, nimegeuza show.
Let's move on to the next story now. Some good news for R&B singer Chris Brown, who won a lawsuit against Jane Doe, who accused him of sexually harassing her. Now, the lady's lawyers abandoned the case that was in court after evidence from Chris Brown's side vindicated him of the accusation against him. Now, the defendants team submitted a series of communication from the lady after the escapade. The findings stated that the lady sent Chris Brown selfie nudes, thanking him for the for the intimate experience. Now, the filing claims the sexual assault took place aboard a yacht that was docked at Sean Diddy Combs' home on Miami Beach, Star Island. Chris Brown is now planning a fresh suit against the model. I'm telling you, women out here are rogue. Okay? A rogue. Should I tell you the story?
I'm listening.
So the story was that this lady said that Chris Brown had assaulted her after a night with Chris Brown, sent her texts, and then, you know, as in sijui wanawake, and you know, women are usually smarter than this.
You know the interesting bit?
So Chris Brown, you know, the only way he actually got out of this is he showed the judge the text between him and her. And clearly, it was the lady that was on the wrong because she was saying, I miss you.
Cake on the tonga cherry on top.
Icing on the cake.
Yeah. There was a voice note.
Voice note? What? That was some evidence.
Hiyo pale umenishtua ni ati alituma nudes sema asante.
Imagine.
Hey, babe iko wapi?
Ati hey babe. Me no know. And this is just an assumption. Because we don't deal with assumptions on this show. We are very what's the word?
Accurate.
Very accurate and very dependable. My assumption is that the lady saw that Chris Brown has no time for these cheats, these loyals, these girls ain't loyal. Akasema, unajua ni nini? Wewe nitakupata wewe, nakupeleka kotini wewe, nakukula do. Na akasema, I want 5 million. Ama alisema nataka how many million?
Ndio hiyo. Wewe ni lawyer pale, simu yako umeshikilia na blada, mtu anataka kusu Chris Brown. Wewe nani? Unafanya malozo limwepa quick fast. Hata usitulipe. Wewe jisort juu.
Na sasa anataka kuwakula wao wote, yani plus lawyer.
Anataka kuwageuzia plot twist.
Namwambia it's not easy for us women.
Am I the drama? Like Chris Brown.
Am I the drama? I can't be the drama.
No, I'm not. You know Chris Brown anava post. Am I the drama? Simona ni ndo nani?
I feel like what do you think about this story?
I think for once boy child. Another win for the boy child. Man
no, unajua kama kuna madem tu walikuwa wanasema why did she lie? Like she has no reason to lie.
Acha niwaambie, hizi vita by this ni bamba because it came people like Chris Brown. Alafu when the voice notes came, they say people are like Chris Brown. So they're like, oh Chris Brown okay udem wewe mbona unatudanganya? Unajua venye tuli spread rumors tumekutetea I just love the way
she had no reason to lie. Girls never lie. I'm telling you, never believe anything that you see on the internet.
No, I think by the story I'm a celebs. Basically everyone just be careful.
Yeah.
You never know.
Yeah.
Kabla usum to make sure uko.
And this is to every Kenyan artist these days because mabibi mama wanakuwa wanatoka tu left and right unashanga. Gospel artists wana mabibi mama kama watatu.
Mira ko baby Muspin na Mayeng. I'm not mentioning those. Yeye pia nasikia wako wanapangana tu hivi. Hivi tu. Wanafungulia blogger fulani. Mira ko baby amekataa kunini mtoto wangu.
Blogger fulani? Wewe, unajua kuna madem. Okay.
Nairobi Gossip ni blog, ni entertainment. Oh, okay.
Nilikuwa nadhani ni ule famous blogger.
Ule wa premium.
Najua madem wengine hapa wangekukujia.
Ule wa premium.
Premium package.
Heshima huyo. Leo amefanya mtu akalipa deni ya 98k.
Kivyake na kwa mnoma re.
Ni karao ni zone hata achana na DCI. Where on the side?
All right, so let's take a look at the next story. Now, Chelsea owner and a close ally of Vladimir Putin, Roman Abramovich, is among a list of Russian oligarchs being sanctioned by the UK in response to Russia's invasion of Ukraine. Now, this, according to the government, is a part of a wider set of sanctions announced against a group of wealthy Russian businessmen. Now, the government went further to explain it had taken steps to ensure Chelsea would be able to continue its operations and complete its schedule. Abramovich is among 18 Russian billionaires who have lost over 9.6 trillion dollars, not shillings, but dollars of their net worth year to date, following the invasion of Ukraine by Russian troops 2 weeks ago. The government is open to considering a further addition to the special license, which will allow the sale of the club. However, a condition for that to happen would be that Abramovich, one, receives no funds. He has previously said that proceeds of the sale would be donated to victims of war.
Acha
Na si
nikwambie.
Abramovich akona shida man.
First of all, watu wa Ndudhi wiki si yenu. First of all, Ndudhi now Chelsea. That's
Chelsea,
one.
watu wa Chelsea by the way wakona shida. Some
Two.
players wao watafanya.
Russia has 18 billionaires only.
Apparently. 80 billionaires is a lot, bruv.
No, 18, where 18 ngoja, it's not a lot.
No,
Kidogo
not
sana.
only. It says amongst businessmen. 18 billionaire businessmen who are affiliated with businesses in the UK.
Oh, makes sense now.
Yeah.
But I don't understand why Abramovich is really. I think hiyo ndo sasa ukuwa beshti ya preso. Nah, I think that's what he's suffering from because I don't think he's
he's like for what he's doing, but he's just ni beshte tu yake.
Imagine tu kwa
unajua beshte yako tunakufa pamoja.
Ati rules amepewa club umeinvest na pesa yako.
Imagine.
Ukiuza ufai uchukue hizo proceeds.
Imagine. Na tena wamefreeze kila kitu wako nayo in the UK. Nakwambia nayo watu wako na powers.
But they put it. I think the reason why maybe UK might be taking that direction, and also US is taking that direction,
right? It's
because they want to use this guy to put in like, hey bro.
Yeah.
Because Russia has been banned from Netflix. Wamebaniwa from using Mastercard, Visa,
yes,
nini,
right.
iPhone.
Apart
Toyota
from that, hata Batman, unajua hizo mapremiere zote. Na pia hata movie industry ni Russia imeanguka yani mazi.
Yeah, so I think they are using that ile Putin bro tunaelewa na issue na wase but tunaumia huku chini mazi. Because I think him as the owner he's really suffering. Manze
yeah.
I
don't think he's suffering. It's just that his assets in the UK have this dude is a billionaire like he's worth how many trillion? Is it trillion or
sisi tukiomba na soya anaweza msaidia 1 billion ikianfriziwa.
Yeah. Unadhani kuna assets ngapi Russia na zijafriziwa? But hizi zitumia by the way, si ndio?
Because their shilling imeanguka pia.
Yeah, their shilling, their money,
see,
their currency.
Yeah, that's the thing. Their Russian shillings sijui inaitwaje. Hiyo pia imeshuka.
Their Russian shillings sijui inaitwaje.
Ni ya Russia na ni shilingi imeanguka. Sina make sense.
Okay.
Potato.
Shilingi, Russian shilling.
Shilingi ya Russia.
Right.
Yeah, so their currency now it really makes sense in currency. So their currency has also crashed.
Their Russian shilling.
So hata tukisema ati ana assets huko, they're not that valuable as much.
Right.
So I think he dispute inafaa isotiwe by the it's no longer
But then now what happens to the team, because at the end of the day he still wanted to sell it.
Their members, their employees, nasikia ati their ninis. Their players can be paid this much. Like that sanction is that serious. Players can make X amount. Like hawezi lipo venye walikuwa nalipwa. So allowances zao pia zimetrimiwa because of that. So the whole club is suffering because of this dispute. So I think
what's the next step for Abramovich? Is he going to sell it or he's just going to just stay there?
I think he saw it coming. Already alikuwa shanza sema mimi nataka kuiuza. Before now the UK came and then sanctioned him. So he was already on his way to sell it.
Now he can't sell it? They've taken it away from him.
Hey, UK, your queen, yo. Long live the queen. Long live the queen.
50 more years, man.
Najua queen alipata COVID 2 days akarudi job.
Imagine.
Long live
Labda, ni nini wanakulaga?
Hebu nisiongee vibaya ni visa ya UK pia guys.
Let's take a look at the last and final story of the day. Singer-songwriter Nadia Mukami and boyfriend Araboy started their own foundation, and the news comes in line with her pregnancy reveal. According to the couple, the foundation will be out to help young mothers and mothers-to-be get access to satisfactory healthcare and maternal health. The lovebirds disclosed that their foundation was born out of a miscarriage they suffered in 2021 and the need to help others access quality healthcare services. The confirmation of Nadia's pregnancy comes after months of keeping it a secret from the public eye. Congratulations to you, Nadia Mukami and Araboy, even though we knew that this was already true. Kwani nasi unakuwaga tu like yani tu
No, si mina nimesalimia tu Jalas, ni mbaya.
We know what you mean.
Yes.
We know what you mean, bro.
That's mine. Nico high rise by the way.
But I read something. She said mothers who can't access healthcare. Was it a health reason? What happened?
Okay, first of all,
or she couldn't access the proper healthcare.
Why is everyone opening foundations left, right, center?
It's because they don't pay tax. That's all I'm saying.
No.
That's all I'm saying.
Everyone is opening foundations.
Yeah.
It's first of all, congratulations to them. we just didn't know the gender.
Yeah.
Though it's where they were.
It's a boy.
They were in pink and.
It's a boy.
Like mbona na tu.
It wasn't pink. Stop being
colorblind. This is mauve wamevaa hapa.
No.
It's pink.
Wow, this is a hot pink actually.
Eh.
No, I'm not talking about this picture.
Pink.
I'm talking about
No, why didn't you have that?
Mauve is kind of purple.
Hiyo kitu ilitoa
Did you just say mauve? It's mauve.
Jay-Z tusaidie hapa bana. Introduce your color.
Continue.
Ile kitu ya kutoa color ilitoa pink initially.
Oh, okay.
I don't know why you watch that. Oh.
Niliona tu akisema it's a boy.
Kwa Mike, lakini organizer had one assignment, Steve Harvey moment. So, but one thing I don't understand. Why are people opening foundations everywhere?
Because they want to help people.
So Nadia and Aroboy are sure that they'll help people with maternal because who can't afford.
No, it is their wish. Okay? So it is out to other people like you and I to help with this initiative, okay?
Mimi ndo nilifungua foundation. I was just chilling in my jacuzzi, yo.
Jacuzzi?
Cheki nyumba yangu iko na jacuzzi. Just chill.
Okay.
Unajua nimekupeleka ile nyumba nyingine. Kuna ile nyingine. Mali ulitembelea ni ile. Si hata Arobo alitembelea Jalas. Watu si utembeleana.
Okay.
Kuna mjeni tembelea.
Sawa.
Utafanya viewers overthink. So nilikuwa nakwambia hiyo story ya foundation. Focus, Tasha. Mi sielewi mbona. Okay, your foundation atinafaa isaidie wase wana
with ladies who cannot afford like cannot access good maternal care, medical care. And that's a thing actually. So many women actually die from having to give birth every year in Kenya.
I hope we should hold them accountable in a year or two.
I hope so as well. I wish they'd actually bring you know, I was just going over, like I was looking over the internet, and Willis Raburu was talking to celebrities who are just over here influencing about hospitals. You understand? You understand hospitals, but they're just telling people how, like, you know, go to this hospital, or taking their siblings and their, you know, family members to the hospital saying that they have good care, but not really influencing to the effect of saying like yesterday was World Kidney Day. Hakuna mtu alienda akapata, you know, akafanya interview na CEO, yani go and see their dialysis labs and everything.
There's a couple who, when there's a hospital in Nairobi West, I won't mention it.
We know it.
When they launch helipad, like, and then there's a couple that was there. Yeah. And that hospital has been on the talks, like, about their patients in Ini. So you find, why are you guys influencing people to go to this hospital?
Right.
That's the thing. Hiyo ni another topic we bring. Watu kunini na mahosi. Like, unajua nyinyi mmepata complimentary hizo sijui VIP.
Right.
The room has a sitting room, bathroom. Right. Who tells you I can afford it?
Yes, exactly.
The way you
affordability is very, very important when we're talking about also foundation for Nadia Mukami. And that's what I would like to see from them, is seeing that they're giving us good hospitals, or they're taking their people, or the people in the foundation, to good hospitals that they can, you know, that they can afford. Or the whole point of them is to afford it for them, right?
Like labda when dependa afya waseme 10 mothers,
right,
5 Gs, hiyo ita make sense.
Right.
But ita make sense ukichukua mtu mmoja umpeleke maybe a RFH and its rates and its premium rates, it will make sense. So that's the thing I was saying. Let's look at it in one year and say, by them mlichukua mama Eastlands,
mkawapeleka hiyo, there's a difference.
Now that I appreciate. I hope that's the direction the foundation is taking. Right.
And then there's so many things that also come with, you know, maternal care. Unaweza pata hata madhe akona CS, kuna operating rooms za hizo, you know, for that kind of operation. All those things. Unaweza pata madhe alishikwa na high blood pressure. Kuna, you know, a place dedicated to that. I'd really like to see that, and that is I'm going to follow it up.
Oh, Nadia sitembe na mimbake kama Ariana.
Guys, we have come to the end of this first segment. We are coming back, and I'm going to be letting you know what events that you should attend this weekend. Don't go away.